Yo!
Shout out Peyton Manning, number 18.
Shimply podcast number 18. Happy St. Paddy's Day. We're filming this on St. Paddy's Day, but this is going to come out on Monday, the following Monday.
It's all right. Make sure y'all wearing green out there. If you're not, we'll retro back pay your pinches. I was keeping tabs on the neighborhood. I was seeing who walked out the house today and didn't have their green. I already got a list of tallies. I have a bunch of names.
To pinch?
Yeah, I know their door code and everything like that. I'm just going to burst in. Like, it might be 2 weeks from now, 3 weeks from now. I'm just going to go and be like, you know what you did wrong on St. Patrick's Day. And they're going to be like, shit, my bad, bro.
Dude, that's like when people used to neck people. No seltzer, no softies.
That was no seltzer, no softies is just like, that's till the death of me right there. Like, shout out the boys right there. That used to be, you would handle business in middle school and high school, like at lunchtime, if you had beef with somebody, you just find any reason to neck them. I mean, besides just a fresh clean cut, that's like an easy one if you see one with a clean cut. Just go boom, get a little whack, you know? Say there's a little mosquito there, what about it? But this is episode 18. We are legal now, so if anyone is trying to hit up gray, blue, pink or eye, or even green, I mean, we're all legal now, so we're here with it. So just want to say happy St. Patrick's Day to all the fellow Irish men and women out there. Go get your Irish car bomb, not an actual car bomb.
I heard Theo Vaughn talking about on his St. Paddy's episode. So I guess St. Patrick was, I forgot if he was English. I think he was English missionary, church person who started off really high in the church, and he got certified at like 15 or 16, and then he got taken away to Ireland, and he was a slave.
Deadass?
Yeah.
He was an Englishman that was enslaved in Ireland?
Yeah, white on white crime.
Whoa.
And then, after he got free, I think he was 23 or 24 back in England, he got more certified in the church. And then he felt a calling to God to come back to Ireland and start preaching and missionarying more in Ireland because he felt the calling of his experience back there and he wanted to bless them.
This guy got more certifications while being a slave?
No, after slavery.
Oh, I'm about to say, what's y'all excuse? You know what I'm saying? like, you know, so-and-so was out there in the fields, you know, they got a doctorate now. I mean, they're just making the best of their time. Damn, this guy St. Patrick is a fucking G, bro. That way to beat the odds. You sure he's not a little light-skinned in there or something like that? That's a come-up story if I've ever heard one.
He might be. St. Patty he might be the original brother.
You know, I'm not gonna lie, for a fellow Caucasian, I know little about the history of all this, and I know that, like, a fourth of all white people come from that little island there. But they take it fucking seriously, bro. People will be boozing hard today. I mean, we're boozing with this sincere cider because, you know, we're empathetic and we care about the thoughts and emotions that everybody's affected by. But
Sponsor us.
these apples right here are just, you know, they're so sincere and crisp.
Yeah.
I appreciate a little history right there, though.
Yeah. I'm making some corned beef later tonight. Corned beef. Cabbage,
Hello
carrots.
sodium, bro. That is the saltiest stuff out there, but it's so good. I only eat it once a year. I got it cooking in the crock pot right now. Crock pot's actually a specialty when it comes to cooking food. People be I mean, we talked about tri-tip last couple podcasts ago. Honestly, you ever tried putting a tri-tip in a crock pot?
I haven't, no, but I've heard of it actually.
Bro, it hits. It slaps. Like when I took a bite out, I'm like, I gotta go neck this cow that just gave me this meat right here. It's pretty crazy. Yeah. No seltzer, no softy. So I'm a big fan of the corned beef and hash, but like, bro, it's just got enough sodium to like kill a whale.
Yeah, I feel like a human deer on a salt lick.
This gotta be like that one time we talked about the how you gotta cook the meat like extra through. I think the salt's the same thing. They salt the meat so hard that they're like, this is gonna kill any microbe that's just floating around in here. And everyone's just like eating it like it's good, but low key, I mean, you gotta have a whole pitcher of water when you eat it. But be safe out there when you have your tri-tip in the crock pot, making some of that.
That's how you know humans were made by God and made by Jesus, because what other animal can take the amount of stuff we put in our bodies, bro?
Bro, these salt licks that are like around like where these like creeks are in nature and forests and all that, I mean, I'm seeing animals all the time have to tap out, bro. They're just like, it's too salty. I can't handle this. That's a very good point with that. You know what?
We put salt on our dinner tables.
We do, because we're just like, just in case you didn't have enough with it, we can add some more with it. Fucking cats and dogs looking at us like, how the fuck they dealing with that book of sugar over there? Like, they think it's like our cocaine that we just sprinkle on food. Like, these guys are actually abusing the fuck out of this NA fucking on the periodic table. Shout out Newton.
That book of sugar.
So I had a couple things that I wanted to speak about today. One thing that kind of came across my mind, it was a little random, was high versus low cortisol names. Now, would you like to explain to our viewers like cortisol for those that are undereducated like myself?
Do you know?
I do know, but I just wanted you to prove it. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I wanted you to explain because you're in the scientific field.
So cortisol is like, when you wake up and you're just like like out of a nightmare like that. That's basically what cortisol is. It gets you up every morning, gets you going. It's your morning coffee. And before alarm clocks, you wanted to have higher cortisol to make sure you're on time for work. If you had a low cortisol worker, they'd be late all the time. They wouldn't care. Basically, high cortisol, get shit done, okay? That can be viewed negatively to some people, right? People think, oh, it's too stressful. Like, I'm not able to handle my stuff without going in this rabbit hole in my head. But like, I want the dudes around me to be like jacked up on cortisol. I want it like peaking off the charts. And like there's specific names that go with high cortisol. Like, let's be real here. If you know anyone named like Marty, Ryder, Walt, what else? I could, Adolf. I mean, just like on and on and on. These are all like super high cortisol names right there. They're just like stressful. And
Talvin.
Like, that's up there too. I mean, fucking Max is up there. Like every Max I met is a fucking like ticking time bomb. Like it's just like, bro, you got to just have some gabapentin or something to help bring it back down.
Dylan's,
but Dylan's could be like, I feel like that could be flip flop because then we go on the flip side of it, and we talk about low cortisol names. Bob, Gary for sure. And I'm just thinking of Snail, obviously from SpongeBob. Gus,
Greg,
and then like even stuff like Jim, but not Jimmy or like James, or like just it has to be short. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's gotta be short with the names because then that means like it's like it's a chill person like that.
Yeah.
But if you have someone that has a name like, this might sound a little interesting, but like Muhammad or something like that, that seems a little complex. And I think like just by spelling that, your cortisol raises up because you're spending more time on the paper.
That's facts. So Mohammed is high cortisol, but
Mo's low cortisol.
Low
See what I'm saying?
cortisol.
Everyone has the opportunity to be a high or low cortisol, and you can see who is high and low based on what they write their name as. For example, my entire name is Jameson, right? Mm-hmm. But what I just put on the paper, I just put J. And that's when I'm feeling chilled out. But if I want them to, like my government, they're gonna get all three of those right there. Yeah.
My name's Larry, lyrical lyricist, but I just put Lair, L-A-R. Sometimes Lar. Lars is tough. Lars is a tough little name for it. So I mean, like, drop down below what your high and low cortisol name is, because you got to have, it's like a yin and a yang. You got both sides to it. So I think that's a pretty good starter we got there with the high and low cortisol. We got a lot of different things going on. You said, what's up with Hell's Kitchen?
What you know about Gordon? All right, listen. I like food, like most people like food, right? I would love more than anything to be a fly on the wall in the kitchen when they're shooting an episode. I used to watch that show all the time, Hell's Kitchen, for y'all that don't know. Basically, Gordon Ramsay brings in all these chefs from across the nation. They're all trying to compete for the top chef. Basically, he's going to give him like a top sous chef position at like his top kitchen. Anyways, he's like it's basically like Navy SEAL training in the kitchen. Like he's like, you burnt the risotto! And he's just like yelling and just like super pissed off for no reason. It's like, bro, chill. It's probably still like a 8.5 out of 10, but it's just, he wants that 10 standard. So my point is like, if you go there and you had a bad dish on Gordon Ramsay standards, I'm probably gonna be like so full by then. I'm still gonna eat the whole thing, bro. It's gonna be so delicious. You know what I'm saying? I don't think there's that much variance with it. He's so particular.
Yeah, but it's like anything, when you love your craft and you're trying to hone in your craft, you gotta be perfect, bro. It's like the NBA. To them, it's the NBA, NFL. Like, if you're doing a back pedal and you turn your hips weird, that's the difference between D1 to JUCO to semi-pro to pro.
It's like the guys that were making Coors Light and they just didn't go all the way to moonshine. They just stopped at Coors Light and they stopped at 4%. And the moonshiners just looking down at them like, fucking peasants.
Yeah, exactly, bro.
All right, that's real.
They want that Michelin star, bro.
Well, then what do you think Heaven's Kitchen's like? If that's Hell's Kitchen, like Heaven's Kitchen's got to just be like a bunch of low cortisol names. Like you just got Gus running the kitchen, Bob coming out to serve you, Jay is frying up something. It's all just delicious.
Yeah, I don't know. Heaven's Kitchen, I want to say, I can't say this because the name's Heaven involved. So like realistically, Heaven's Kitchen is just Jesus going, boop, perfect meal.
Like Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs.
Yep. Boop, best tasting bread ever. Boop, best tasting wine. But if you want to talk about a low cortisol kitchen, let's not call it Heaven's Kitchen. Let's call it, I don't know, Chill Kitchen?
Neutral Kitchen.
Yeah, it's just a bunch of potheads.
See, potheads get such a bad rap, bro. Imagine like there's some hardworking like astrophysicist out there that loves pot, and like all these stoners are just like bringing down his clout when he's not at work. He's like, motherfucker, like we could be ruling the world. Because like we all know a stoner. They go deep into thought. You ever have a conversation with one?
Yeah, it's like you can see their head have the animation thought bubble, and it's like their brain is trying to constantly swat a fly and grab the thought. But sometimes they get just the wing. But every now and then they'll have the chopsticks and grab that fly by the chopstick, and then they get their thought, and it's boom, light bulb.
You know how it's a light bulb? It's not actually a fly. It's one of those. It's those fireflies, and they catch them. They put them in a jar. They shake it up, right, and then it's a light bulb. So that's actually what you see when you see the light bulb come up. It's actually fireflies flying around.
Oh, shaking it.
I learned that from experience, actually.
Yeah, but I think for them it's half firefly, half a mountain lion taking a stizzy blinker.
Whoa. All right. So we're going back to that one. The mountain lion vegans. That's pretty. That's a full circle right there. That's a happy ecosystem. That's a low cortisol. That's a low cortisol food web right there. Because you don't want to have the food web imploding on each other. We should also talk about GPA averages too. And like, let's be real here. I'm not the smartest student. I think in high school I had about a 3.0 GPA, which is like
it's pretty good.
Pretty solid. Pretty solid. It means that like you show up, you do your homework, and you get like B's on tests, and like you pass with that. That was me personally. I knew some 2.0s, I knew some 4.0s, and like I don't think there's an accurate relationship between what your GPA is and how you are as a person.
I think, let's think. It's hard, dude. Because like,
because you've ever met a dumbass that's a 4.0? Like a dumbass in real life, but they're a 4.0 on paper?
Yeah, I have actually.
And you're like, how does this add up? Or vice versa. You meet a 2.0 on paper, but they're like, they know everything about the streets, and it's just...
It's hard, because I want it to correlate to... I'd say if you did well in PE, you'd probably do fine in life. You'd probably do pretty good in life. But I feel like the really smart Bill Gates, Elon Musk, like, they failed PE.
And they were good in computer lab.
Yeah.
They were good at typing and all that.
Yeah, penguin art.
Bro, penguin art? Mm-hmm. What's penguin art?
There was this school software, something like Penguin Tuxedo, and you could draw and paint on your mouse.
I literally thought you were talking about... What's the Club Penguin? I thought you were talking about Club Penguin at first. I was like, penguin art? Is this like an Easter egg I never got, like a map add-on that I had to get for Club Penguin?
It looks like penguin art. Do you know what we're talking about, Green? No? All right.
No? Well, we got something more with this. Let's see what else we got. We got werewolf versus vampire, man. Now, whoever wrote this down is a complete dumbass. But let's talk about Twilight since we're at it.
Okay.
I never liked the movies. I like the soundtrack, but I never liked the movies.
Really?
No, bro. It's just this romantic story of this guy that lives up in Oregon. He's allergic to the sun. And there happens to be this, what's his name, Jason whatever? Not Momoa.
So...
Isn't it Jason? Is his name Jason? Green, do you know the name of it? Jacob. I knew it was a J with it. Low cortisol name. Jacob right there. He's pretty relaxed. However, and then this, what's his name? Edward?
Yeah.
Edward. High cortisol name right there. Stressful as fuck. He's just trying to like get into her neck the whole time and just like bite. And Jacob's just like, no, I see you for your true beauty. Come run with me and the wolves out in the field. And Edward's like, nah, bitch, come over here. Let me get your blood.
So, do you know Shark Boy and Lava Girl?
Yes.
Jacob was Shark Boy.
With the spiky hair. That's right, early 2000s type. Damn, this motherfucker must have a lot of... He hasn't been in any movies recently, though. So he's retired?
He's been in some movies.
But, I mean, Twilight alone and Shark Boy alone, like, you could retire just off of those, the royalties.
Oh, yeah, he could.
I wonder what he's doing right
And then Edward, Robert Pattinson, that's Batman.
Yeah, he's everywhere. Okay, he's not Batman. When I think of Robert Pattinson, the last thing I think of his roles is Batman. It's usually the vampire dude, just because he's got that demeanor, bro. The jawline, like the pale skin. He's no Bruce Wayne. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't come off as a Bruce Wayne at all.
Yeah, but what people are saying is that depiction of Batman was more of young Batman as a boy, like emo Batman, you know? Like, something in the ways.
But we already saw Batman Begins, though, where it shows the backstory relatively and all that. I didn't realize there was so many layers to Batman, like an onion with it.
Yeah, but I think Twilight's cool solely because these guys are just prime athletes.
They are pretty...
If you watch the movie, dude, these guys are running, jumping, playing baseball, doing everything, and they're just insane.
They are dogs. They are dogs.
So who do you think would win? You said werewolf versus vampire.
Yeah, that's back to the main thing. So, because the movie never even answered it, right? Like, no one really wins in the end, right? Like, they just fight, and like she ends up just falling in love with one of the two of them. Because I'm trying to use a study guide right now. Like, who won in the movie? And then I'll go to, like, actual real-life street smarts.
So, Green, correct me if I'm wrong. Aren't the werewolves like a weakness for the vampires? Like, they have the ability to take vampires down.
Like, they smell like garlic,
Because
right?
they can rip their heads off, right? Yeah, so vampires, the only way you can kill them is that either garlic, a stake through the heart,
Or sun.
But in this one, the sun just makes them sparkle. It doesn't kill them. So, I'm being serious.
These Hello Kitty ass motherfucking vampires. their toner is hitting perfect. Hey, bro, it's what's it called? It's moonlight hour right now.
Yeah. So the reason why in Twilight the vampires want to stay out the sun is because they sparkle really brightly, and that will reveal that they're vampires. So they don't want humans to know that they're vampires, right? So it's more of a revealing thing. And like I said, there's another way to kill vampires, which is, decapitating them, which werewolves can do. But the plot of it is Green. It's like there's evil vampires, right, trying to take over, and then eventually the werewolves and vampires, the good ones, fight together to beat the evil vampires. Yeah.
Oh, okay, like that. So the vampires can switch sides, is what you're telling me. So low key, in that case, I'm gonna take the werewolf then, because how is a vampire gonna kill this deranged dog without its dog toy? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a tough task. I mean, let's be real. What's more dangerous, a werewolf or a pit bull? I'm taking a pit bull right there.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Are those werewolves right there?
No, they're not werewolves. They're seashells. But like,
sometimes it's far away.
sometimes what I do with these is these are literally muscles. But like, I'll wear them right here as like protection. Like UV protection. Yeah. So I might be actually part vampire, but I keep them here just to make sure I keep them away.
Hey, for those of you that have seen the SpongeBob movie, this guy has the collection. What's that? Neptune's
Barnacle Boy.
Shell City. This is Shell City.
This is Shell City right here. This is I'm the gatekeeper for Shell City. You come and visit whenever I think so. But yeah, I think that werewolves would win just because they could unite the other vampires to attack the other vampires, and maybe these vampires would actually embrace, their golden hour. You know what I'm saying? Like they'll be like, fuck it, we're gonna show them our sparkles. We're gonna strut our stuff right now. We're gonna walk down this runway and let them see all of our stars right now. You know what I'm saying here? So that's what I mean. I would rather have a werewolf bodyguard than a vampire. That's me personally. Because I can cook with garlic, bro. I love garlic. I literally pop garlic like it's fucking vitamin C, dude.
Oh yeah, me too. I eat raw garlic, bro.
Dude, I'd be popping them in. Guys, if you ever have any health problems in any capacity, from insomnia to you have full-blown terminal, you know what, you start popping garlic, I swear you'll see stuff happen.
Pickled garlic, so good.
Bro, it actually pops off more than anything. We also got something else on here. We got home makeover. Now, I saw a video where they were kind of, you know what I'm talking about? The extreme home makeover, where they used to take some poor, impoverished family, usually got like 4 or 5 kids or whatever, paycheck to paycheck, making like $500 a month, and like, we're gonna give you like a mansion or a whole thing, right? You know how evil that show is?
No, I don't.
I saw some another video, bro. Bro, these fuckers basically take the family away for like 90 days, put them in a hotel or whatever, and build them this mansion, and then give them the property tax on top of that, dude. So they build them these massive homes that they can't afford, even like the roofless homes that they're in.
Yeah.
And they're like, by the way, here's a home that's gonna cost you $10K a month. These ladies have come out, there's a whole documentary about it, where all these ladies essentially are like, I am literally drowning in so many overpaid bills right now. Like, I'm just pushing it down the road. That's the most evil show ever. You know that?
I didn't know that. That sounds like Mr. Beast.
Is that what he does, in a way?
Well, a lot of people, when he gives the gifts away, like an airplane, a private jet, a mansion, $1 billion, there's just some tax, or usually gifts, not the money, but there's usually some tax associated. And obviously a normal person can't pay the jet fuel, can't pay the parking for a boat, can't pay the taxes on a plane. So most of them, they choose to sell it.
Yeah, that's smart. Just sell it, get rid of it, and like just give it a lump sum. But yeah, bro, Extreme Home Makeover. It kind of broke my heart because I used to love watching that show, and like there'd be like, they would literally, for the kids' room, they would have like tunnels going through the wall and craft the most extravagant like playrooms. And like as a kid, I always wanted that. But like, just complete hell if you're ever going to deal with it financially.
That's actually so sad. Imagine living in such a luxurious place, but then you're drowning in more debt than you were already in. They were better off before.
That's what I'm saying. And like the show just exploits people in bad situations. So Extreme Home Makeover, shame on you, man. I got nothing but negative things to say about you. What else we got? We got home improvement. We got
types of phone people use.
Yeah, like I think I'm gonna go back on the flip phones. Flip phones are a little OP. Yeah,
flip phones are tough. It's just the the vibe of flipping that thing open, just punching the buttons to get letters.
Quavo here. Well, the point with the flip phone too is like they're basically indestructible. I mean, I don't know if you would do this too, but when I had my first flip phone, I would be tossing off the walls, catching off the backboard, like, and completely indestructible. Now they're like $120 to get a flip phone, bro. They're expensive.
Yeah.
Because like they don't make them anymore. Like, bro, this is like 2006 technology. I don't know how I'm gonna bring this back. So if you got a flip phone, you're a tough motherfucker right there.
Dude, I breathe weird. I hiccup, I burp, I fart, and my iPhone screen cracks.
Bro, it's crazy how it happens. One time I looked at the phone too long and it cracked. And I'm like, this is like some Medusa shit that's going on here. But the iPhones are sensitive as shit. They're expensive. You single out people if you text them and it says green on there. You're like, oh, disgusting. Like imagine if it was like a neutral color. Like imagine if it was like a just gray or like another shade of blue or something like that. But no, they purposely chose green, so you're like disgusted. Shout out St. Patrick's Day. But they chose green for it, which is just like, you kind of diminish anyone that has that message you send out. Like one time I texted Barack Obama and like it showed up green and I said, fuck that shit. I sent it right to Trump. It came up blue. That's who I was gonna vote for why.
Hell yeah. Dude, and also iPhone, I'm not sure if Samsung is the same thing, but they charge you for every little thing. I had to unlock my passcode and they want me to put a subscription on for $55.99 a month.
That's crazy for a secure passcode. Would they come as a werewolf to protect your phone? Is that how they're gonna do it?
No, they're gonna offer me a Beetle.
The hell, bro? Beetles and apples don't really go together, but let's talk about Samsung phones and like Androids, because like low key, I think come back around. I think
They're slept on.
They're very slept on. The technology, like here's the deal. I feel like all iPhone users know that Androids. Remember the Droid? Like hearing the phone, the Droid,
It's
like
tough.
that, dude. That was like having like a computer in your phone at the time. But like, I feel like all iPhone users are aware of the capabilities of these other things, but they're just like, I think we're scared. I think we're scared to break the status quo.
Dude, I think iPhone, especially with the customization now, they're trying to be like Android.
They're adding too many layers to it. Aren't they gonna do like a new one where it's gonna like flip and fold? Or they were talking about it?
I think so. I know Android already did that.
Exactly. They're just late to the party because Android already had it done. Apple has the masses to it. You know what? They should just shout out iCarly, the PearPod, bro.
That shit
Remember
was
the
tough.
PearPod,
The PearPod was tough.
Bro, the
The PearPod was
PearPod,
tough.
they would have everything pair. Shout out to not Gibby. Freddie,
brother?
Freddie, right?
Oh, Freddie.
Freddie was always working that shit, bro. Freddie definitely has an Android on the side too, because the PearPods, like, I would trade my iPhone in right now for a PearPod today.
Yeah, I would too. And for some reason, everyone in there looked like slightly Asian. Like Miranda
Spencer. The only one that
Miranda Cosgrove.
Sam could be like
Freddie.
1/8 like Japanese Russian, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like kind of like the northern part of Japan, like close to Russia. Like she could totally be that.
Yeah.
And Miranda Cosgrove has to be Asian. Like,
She's not.
She's not?
Yeah, Freddie's not either.
Why does he squint so much? He's indoors.
I don't know.
That's crazy, bro. Talk about Asian appropriation.
Yeah, Nickelodeon must have those bright LEDs back in the day.
Damn, bro. I heard for his exit gift, they even gave Freddie a rice hat, bro. It's a little racist.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, they're giving away at like local hockey games and shit like that.
That's
like
tough.
They are tough, but like it's a little like, all right, dude. Here's your heritage in a hat. But yeah, no. Shout out PearPods. I would trade my Apple for a PearPod. I think we should all switch away from it. If you have a flip phone, shout out you. You got a 12-inch thing on you, bro. You just don't give a fuck. That's kind of tough.
Yeah, the Blackberries was tough.
Blackberries are tough. That was actually my first phone. Was a Blackberry. It was a hand-me-down. Hand-me-down from my mother.
I had a Sprint Leaf. My mom had a Motorola Razr.
They had tough names too, bro.
Yeah.
Apple iPhone. How lame can you fuck? You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like,
iPhone.
we're on top of Mount Everest and we said, let's just go down to fucking the Dead Sea or whatever.
Dude, I had a HTC Evo. You had a Kyocera with Cricket Wireless.
Bro, Cricket Wireless. Any of y'all that are trying to, listen, the closest thing to Cricket Wireless today has got to be Ryan Reynolds' Mint Mobile.
Yeah.
That's like the closest thing to it. And like, I am always going to support something that's going against the status quo. So I be having multiple subscriptions, bro. I have a flip phone that's got a subscription to Mint Mobile. I still got my Kyocera on Cricket Mobile. I use it for certain things I got to do that I can't speak about on here. I use my iPhone just to fit in when I go to like the mall. You know, I'll be walking around. I'm one of those people that like has my phone to my ear and I'm acting like I'm doing tough conversations. You know, like no, don't spank him. It's okay. And like I'd be like talking like that in public, and so people know.
Whoa.
But yeah, bro. I let people know what's up.
Oh.
It's when I wear my high cortisol name, I do that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, low cortisol name, we go chill with Pearphone. Pearphone. Pearphone.
Yeah, I got a Samsung Galaxy S2 still. Everything's free on there. Free music, free everything. And I have Sprint. Shout out Sprint Wireless.
Bro, you can't be slow with Sprint, that's for sure. All I know is that if you have that, you better not be driving under the speed limit. If I'm talking to you on Sprint and you going above that. So, let's go on to the next thing. So, y'all might be wondering why I have my babies right here, right? All right, this is
real.
This is yellow and this is pink. And they are real, because I'm gonna talk about fake plants. And we need to address the elephant in the room, people. We're supposed to be tree huggers, and we're supposed to be like eco-friendly. What is a piece of plastic that you look at every day and you fake water? What does that do for your environment? These, I got straight from the fucking garden. And they're probably gonna die soon, but it's a metaphor for life. Not all good things last, so you cherish it while it's here. So I have these roses, and they've had better days. Let's be real here. They're getting, it's retirement time. But I still love them more than any other fake plant ever possibly could. And these are my babies right here. What are your thoughts on fake plants?
Dude, so I already know what the deal is, right? Fake plants are a government psyop, right? So we all know real plants. They take in CO2, they breathe out O2, oxygen, for us to breathe, fresh air, right? Fake plants, shout out Robert F. Kennedy. He needs to get rid of them too, because fake plants are plastic, obviously, right? And we all know the huge craze about microplastics in your bloodstream.
I want them in my balls.
Microplastics in your balls, in your semen. These fake plants are here to kill us because they exude microplastic oxygen.
Damn, bro, you went full Tucker Carlson on that. I like it, okay. So let's be real here. I have owned a fake plant before out of mistake. All right, and actually, I still have it over here. I'm gonna bring it out of the gulag right now. I had it in a hostage situation right now, but I do have a fake plant. All right, this was given to me as a gift, but I keep it around just for a specific reason. These right here, these are sunflowers, but they're plastic. Lots of microplastic you can get in your balls from these right here. Okay, so I keep these in the gulag, right? I keep them away from harm's way, but I'm holding on to them. And you might ask, Blue, why the fuck are you holding on to these fucking stupid ass plants? They're fucking fake. The whole reason is because I think, oh, sorry, see, could be real though. Let's see. The whole reason why I'm holding on to them, I want to find the source. One day, the owner of those is going to come back and they're going to try breaking into my house. I set a trap basically. I have a bunch of booby traps laying around. When I try to grab it, I go take it and I say, why are you poisoning all of our ball sacks? I gotta go plant. They're not gonna see it coming.
So the fake plants are...
They call back to their owners that try to poison us.
Oh.
They're, like you said, the government side up. The FBI's coming around, they're like, oh, here, they're on sale, $5.99, get as many as you can. People are like, shit, let's get snake plants all around the house and everything. Next thing you know, listening to every conversation, might as well detonate your house. So I'm gonna keep it right there. I'm gonna keep it in the corner, let it know that it's loved until it comes back. And then me and my baby's got something for them.
Yeah, the fake plants are China and Mossad technology.
Bro, for $1,000,000% KGB, British intelligence, all the above, fucking Zoolander 5, all there, bro.
Zoolander 5. Oh!
All good things must come to an end at one point.
Oh, it's no water spilled?
No water spilled.
Oh, nice.
Because low key, I think they drank all the water, that's why. Oh, y'all hear that? There's a river out there. There's a storm coming. But yeah.
I heard if you drink that, you could turn into like poison ivy, like plant woman.
You know what? I don't want to get too sexy for our viewers, so I'm not going to do that right now. But that's something that you and I can do afterwards on our free time. Shout out Yellow. But yeah, dude, I got some serious beef with fake plants. And if anyone has fake plants, set a booby trap and do the same as I am, because you're just waiting on the day when a motherfucker's going to get got. You know what I'm saying?
So...
Yeah, what else you got besides fake plants?
So he wanted to talk about prostate health. So he's a little bit older than I am. He's 90, I'm 50. So he's been getting this stuff done, but I just got my first prostate exam recently. And
it's fun.
It's pretty fun. So my doctor came in, he looked like Steve Harvey. So the first thing he did was take his thumb and just jam it up my butt. And then I don't know what that does.
He asked for consent afterwards, right?
He didn't ask for consent. He just kind of asked me a Jeopardy question, like, what's the first president of Afghanistan? And I didn't know. So then he went, Poop, while I was thinking. And then afterwards, he shoved a tube with a microscope camera, GoPro, in my intestine.
Oh, they GoPro'd your ass.
And then examined. He said, hey, everything's good. I was under anesthesia the whole time, but they recorded my dreams and memories. And I don't know. It was cool, but it was a little scary. So you young kids, make sure you take care of your health.
I mean, let's be real here. I'm 90 now, and when I was probably 6, I had my first exam, and I went to my local pediatrician, and same thing. It might have been the same guy. It might have been this guy's father because it passed on afterwards. But this guy looked more like Mr. Potato Head, and he looked more like Alex, what's his face from Jeopardy. Like it was literally. I think it was that dude. R.I.P. the goat. But yeah, same thing, dude. And like. They say you gotta test every 5 years for it. Bro, I'd be scared every other time I go to the bathroom, bro. I'd be going to the doctor just to have them check it. Cause like, when there's new substance that comes through there, bro, you gotta get checked out. One time I had a Costco pizza, right? A whole Costco pizza. You know that each slice is 300 calories?
Yeah.
Bro, that's a crazy bulking hack for anyone that's trying to just bulk it all. Pepperoni pizza from Costco, just slam it up. Anyways, I had a full pizza, right? Ate the whole thing in like 30 seconds. I mean, it was kind of slow. And when I was done with it, I was just like, oh, I feel so horrible right now. Went and saw this Alex Trebek. He took care of me. You know, he went out there. He's like, it's not coming down yet, bro. Just wait for a little bit. It'll come back down. Next day, business happened. Took care of it. And I was able to be, you know, I was clean. Clean bill of health, clean channel, you know. Everything was just what it had to be.
So I got 2 things for you. So first off, did you know that the cheese pizza actually has more calories than the pepperoni pizza?
Why does that not? Wait, but the pepperoni pizza is just a cheese pizza with pepperoni on top.
So the cheese pizza has more cheese, and cheese is more calorie dense.
Duh, 'cause it's a fat. Shout out the goat.
I didn't know that either. And 2, 6?
Yeah.
6 years old?
6 months old. What are you talking about?
6 months old, you're getting your prostate checked, and then every 5 years after that?
It didn't say everyone can do it, but I'm ahead of the game.
Usually it's like around like 35 to 50. Are you sure this wasn't a Catholic priest?
No, bro, because here's the deal. I'm the same type of dude. When I woke up out of the womb, I was studying for the ACT and the LSAT. I stayed prepped, motherfucker, in all means necessary. I already have my Medicare situated before I was even 60. I had it done when I was 60 months old.
So you didn't get more lested?
Negative. Yeah, let's be real here. If you don't need it, you don't need it. But like, I'd be eating a lot of cheese pizza as an infant. I had to make sure, bro. I had to take matters in my own hands. You think my parents were gonna do that for me? I had to go hit this doctor up myself and say, hey, listen here. I got something worthwhile. I got some fake plants here. Can I barter and trade? And he said, fake plants. I love fake plants. I knew it was a CIA op. I shouldn't have gone back to this guy. But yeah, dude, I mean, it's what you have to do for your body. You got to make sure. Health is wealth. And I'm the richest guy out there because I got the best health out there. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, that actually makes so much sense now. Now I know that this guy's more healthy. That's why he's 90 years old. Because you know how on your ID it says organ donor? On his ID it says prostate check mark.
Yeah, exactly. But
so
like,
if you're on the ground passed out, someone can just check your prostate and they know you're alive or not.
But also too, there's a tally by it, so it shows how many times, bro. I can't even count the tallies. Like, you know when you do the line through 5?
Yeah.
This is a new one, bro. It just has a circle through it, which means 100. So every time you see the tallies and there's a circle, it's 100. And I have like, it took up the whole paper.
Wow.
Yeah, it's like a do not resuscitate thing, but it says like just tallies and it says PC, prostate check.
X marks the spot.
Exactly, bro. It's what we need for it. Gotta hop into our happy place.
What's Red Ribbon Week?
You don't know about Red Ribbon Week?
No.
That makes sense. This guy's a druggie over here. All right, so for y'all that know Red Ribbon Week, it is the week in February or March, I believe, where a lot of the unified school districts around basically do awareness through drug prevention. And essentially what it is...
Oh, DARE?
Is that similar. It's under the same umbrella, but it's a different thing. Basically, for Red Ribbon Week, you literally have people, I think that they're Bloods, they're going around to all trees and they're wrapping red ribbon around the tree, all right? Now, there's nothing wrong with this because it means that the whole thing is, all right, let's not do any drugs here, let's have a safe community, keep the youth out of any riffraff, blah, blah, blah. But the whole thing is contradictory because the whole message is to have no drugs, no riffraff, no nothing. But like, then you got these dudes pulling up wearing all blue, and they see these red trees, and they say, all right, gotta take it in my own hand, let's go. And so that's what happens every time I would go to school during Red Ribbon Week when I was growing up. There would just be times when like, you'd be hanging out and some nice little workers would be tying stuff on the tree. The next thing you know, just fireworks are just popping off left to right. And everyone's on the playground just cheering and clapping, cheering for the red and the blue team. The blue team seemed to always just come in and win because the red team never saw them coming. I don't even know if they were real Bloods. Oh. Yeah, so they were just getting lit up, dude. But that's what Red Ribbon Week is. I can't believe you didn't know about it. That makes sense, the prior drug use, my friend.
This whole time, bro, the firefighters are the Bloods, and the Blues are the Crips, are the policemen.
You think the police would win every single time, obviously, because they got the firearm. The firemen only have hoses, bro. They got hose. They got hosed down, bro. They got fucking hosed down.
Correct.
Literally, bro. So that's what Red Ribbon Week is. If y'all don't know, it's actually a cool thing to look into. We like to keep our community safe and prosperous, but it does spark some rivalries that are just, it's like Ohio State versus Michigan. I mean, you're going to find out and just want to absolutely decapitate the other person. It's natural. It's human nature.
Hey, stay safe out there, kids. Do drugs or don't do drugs because you don't know what side's going to win this year.
Shout out LFG, LGI, Bookie 44, and y'all know what I'm talking about, y'all real ones.
Pro Way Darnay Holmes.
Bro, the best battle gloves.
Calabasas.
The best. Protein obsession.
No. What animal has the best in the zoo?
That's a tough question. I can't believe we almost went over that one. So I've been to a lot of zoos. Have you?
I've been to every zoo in the world.
Shit. All right. Fuck, I wasn't prepared for that one.
I'm a zoologist.
God damn, you are. I thought I was an amateur zoologist, but I'm working as a professional right now.
Steve Irwin was my pastor.
Bro, Steve Irwin is the absolute GOAT. If he had to vote who has it best in a zoo in terms of an animal, it's definitely, honestly, top 3 unanimous has got to be giraffe. I know what you're thinking. They're big. They need more space than that. They need to be in the wild. All the zoos I've been to with giraffes, they allow you to get like these little pellets to feed them. These giraffes are sitting back, no predators, getting a tan, constantly being fed. It's like the Roman gods when they had they're being fanned with stuff and they were being fed grapes. That's low key. I mean, OSHA might hear this and have a different opinion, or Petco, but I think that giraffes are top 3 up there. They gotta have it up there pretty nice.
I didn't think about that, but maybe giraffes are up there. In my personal opinion, I think it's the sloths and the koalas because these koalas, I know for a fact, they eat this gum tree leaf and it makes them high. I think sloths get high too. So they're just chilling on the tree, barely moving, eating free marijuana.
It's a faded sanctuary.
And they don't even know they're in a zoo, bro. They're just chilling.
Can we try? I should get a real gum tree plant here and try that, actually. They actually might be onto something.
Yeah.
Okay, so koalas and sloth. That's low-key a good answer because they spend most of their day sleeping anyways. So it's how do you even know you're in a cage? And it's not like they move very far. They wake up, they go to the next branch, and they repeat the same thing over and over again. Probably the worst animal, though, let's flip the side here.
Yeah.
The worst animal's gotta be the monkey the monkeys or gorillas. And the reason is because they don't have enough room. I know for a fact they are smarter than I am, and they definitely want to do more problem solving than I am, just running around, running these red lights, going to the grocery store, all that. If a chimpanzee got out there, he's like, bro, I would go fucking ham, bro. If a chimpanzee got out, he would go first to Five Guys because he knows you can just throw food everywhere, right? He would just have all the peanuts. And then probably afterwards, he would go to a rally monkey game for an Angels game probably because he's like, that's my God! And then afterwards, he'd probably I don't know, maybe he'd go fucking skiing or some shit like that, down Baldy. I mean, if I was a monkey, that's probably what I'd do in the day. And so to have all those pent up thoughts throughout the entire day, it's kind of torture. Not being able to go around it, we've been warned by this so many times. How many times do we have to watch Planet of the Apes to know that we need to fix this problem before Caesar gets that little vaccine right there, RFK, and then he just turns into oh, guess what? I'm gonna turn into the Messiah and teach all these gorillas how to fucking throw a beach ball to get out of this gymnasium. Dude, low key, I think I'd rather, fuck the werewolf vampire question before, I want to have a chimpanzee on my side, bro. Dogs.
That's what Michael Jackson did.
He had pet chimpanzees?
Yeah.
Is that why his face looks like that?
I don't know, but it could be the reason. But he had a pet monkey, right, Green?
Yeah, he had a pet monkey.
Named
Multiple?
Named Bobo.
Bobo?
I think so.
Bobo, buddy?
Yeah, he left him? Why?
Because he couldn't take him on the plane, so he just left him in whatever country he was in.
Fucking TSA always be ruining the worst shit, bro. I swear to God. I would have let it slide. Because think about how dope that would have been, a monkey driving a plane.
Yeah,
You'd get there so fast. Talk about expedited Amazon 24-hour delivery. That'd be there in 8 hours.
It'd be primate Top Gun.
All right, so we got top 3. We got giraffe, sloth, and koala are the best animals to be in a zoo. Worst is probably a monkey just because it's like putting Einstein in solitary confinement. Like the genius is gonna implode.
Well, I got some more for you. You said that take him to a baseball game. Of course, a chimpanzee want to go to a baseball game. You see how fast they throw a poop at you? Dude, put a monkey on the mound. That guy's throwing a Shohei Ohtani curveball slider.
Bro, I guarantee he's striking the fuck out of that dude that's on the mound there. He's not gonna even swing at it. He's just gonna let it go right down the middle.
Also, have you ever seen any bear or big cat in a zoo? They're usually solo and they're so miserable. They look like they're so sedated and tired, so sad. And
That's a good
also, every big fish in the aquarium. Look at orcas, sharks, all these big animals.
Bro, they say I'm just gonna kill my owner, bro.
They're so stressed.
High cortisol. They definitely named it Marty or some shit like that, or like Ricky or something. Like that's a high cortisol name. Maybe that's a secret to it. If you want to have the perfect zoo, the calm animals, you give them aggressive names. Like imagine if a sloth was named like Lasarvia or something like that. Like
Xander.
Xander is fucking diabolical. But then you have like a lion named like Joe.
Oh, Joe
And
the Lion.
he's like the
Joe Cool.
I was thinking more of Family Guy, the wheelchair cop.
Oh.
And it's just a lion with just no tail or just whipping it around on the thing, bro. Technically, I'm in a
Peter.
wheelchair right now. Literally. Peter's just a fucking elephant. He's just confused by his own shadow in the corner, just always eating
Cleveland.
peanuts. Cleveland. I think it's hilarious they named him Cleveland for the Cleveland Browns. And he's the only brown guy in the show. There's no... Seth, reach out to us. Seth MacFarlane. You got a medium cortisol name. Seth is kind of in between.
Oh, Peter.
I heard he does
Please.
most of the voices.
Yeah,
right?
he does.
Like 80% of them or something
Yeah.
like that. It's pretty incredible. You think about his vocal cords. I mean, I'd like to get down in there with something to test them out. But a stethoscope
Oh.
or those the tongue. When's the last time you went to the doctor and they stuck the popsicle stick down your throat?
It's been a minute, but that's that reverse prostate exam.
You know, sometimes they can reach the prostate, like going that route, if you let them. Like, I don't know if you let them, but like, I've been doing this since I was 6 months old, so like, I'm ready. So like, I've seen all entrances.
So you've taken the throat goat exam before?
Yeah. I aced that shit. Shout out the movie GOAT, basketball, Steph Curry, baller film, small can't ball. You seen those commercials?
No.
No, bro, you gotta watch it, bro. Speaking of, did we talk about Hoppers last episode?
I'm not sure if we did.
If y'all haven't seen the movie Hoppers by Pixar, I'm gonna give a round of applause. It is a good movie. I'm not gonna say it's gonna win any awards, but it is a good movie because it's got like, the level of humor it has to it is just enough for a kid's movie where the adult can go to watch their kids and to like be like, all right, it wasn't a complete waste of my time. Like that's how I view the movie Hoppers. It was a good movie.
It's trippy. It's like Avatar meets Zootopia.
Yeah, that's the perfect way to describe it, dude. I love Zootopia too. That was a good fucking movie.
That was fire. So what's protein obsession, dude? Yes. We've all been through the protein wave before, but now we understand that they're taking it too far.
Bro, it's beyond too far. You got people that are putting protein creamer on their Starbucks for the foam. And I'm like, you don't even usually drink the foam in the first place. You're just it's like just putting the add-ons you don't care about. You're just making it and like, let's be real here. Half of these people are probably ingesting all their protein in one meal, so they're just gonna have bubble guts the entire rest of the day.
It's not even anabolic. They're consuming 59 grams of sugar with 3 grams of protein, maybe 10.
Bro, my least favorite, unshout out Go Macro bars, they literally have like 10 grams of protein in a bar, right?
Yeah.
But like 22 grams of sugar. And people are like, oh, I'm having 10 grams of sugar. 10 grams of protein, I'm good. And I'm like, bro, what are you doing? You're literally poisoning yourself.
People think that this protein is dieting, but that bar has 230 grams of 230 calories.
Bro, they add 50 ingredients into their life to add one more in when just go eat a fucking steak or like go eat some eggs or something like that. Another thing I gotta talk about too is milk. You know how we got skim milk, 1%. Oh, 2%. And there's fucking whole milk, right? I think we missed a few percents. Because what's with the, I either want 98% not there or the whole thing. Where's 50-50? Half and half. What am I saying? Half and half. Okay, that's legit. Besides that, where's the 25-75 or 75-25?
Dude, I don't know, but isn't half and half just half cream, half milk, Green?
But doesn't that mean it's just, so is that half of what whole milk is then?
But whole milk isn't cream, right?
No, it's just like all milk.
So what's butter?
Butter is churned milk.
But whole milk or half and half?
Whole, I think.
Exactly. We don't know. We don't know. Nobody knows right now. Dairy. Okay, listen. We need to get a panel of all the dairy executives out here, and we need to sit down and ask them why stop at 2%? That's my biggest question. Why stop at 2% milk? Because skim milk, low key too, tastes like chalky water.
It does.
Chalky
It tastes like
fucking
water,
water.
yeah.
And like you have a little bit of whole milk, you're like, I feel like a fucking Viking right now. Like I feel like this is how it's supposed to be. Like I feel like I'm pioneering, going across the Oregon Trail, like fucking just milk the ox right there, or Pink, whoever it was, and just drink some of it. I mean, it's always good to have.
Shut up, Pink.
I mean, yeah, that's just one thing that like if we're gonna talk about protein, like people drink milk sometimes like a big protein too, but like they be drinking skim milk probably.
Yeah.
They're just like, oh, enjoy your extra water hydration, pal. I'm sorry it's so discolored and white. Like,
Yeah. In the 1950s, we used to have these cartons of milk, and the skim milk would come in this purple carton, and I don't know. It just tastes like chalky water, like you said.
You ever realize why boomers have so much PTSD? It's because when they were growing up and they were pouring their milk for cereal to start the day every day, you know how it used to have like missing child here and they had it on the back of like milk cartons? Imagine you're eating fucking breakfast, right? So trying to enjoy some Frosted Flakes, and you're just like, oh, little Jimmy down the street just got absolutely like, who knows what, XYZ, and he's just abducted. Have you seen him? It's just a beat up face of him or whatever. It's like, I would be pissed off too if I had to pay property tax on my $5 million home that I bought for $50K 25 years ago or whatever.
Yeah, it's like in Europe where they have those cigarette packets of those cancer kids on the cigarette boxes. Back in the day, those boomers, they're just eating Wheaties, and there's a picture of, have you seen Jeffrey Dahmer? And it's like,
Literally.
Yeah.
And they're just like, oh, that's my neighbor. I dapped him up. Probably what happened. Another thing, when we're on the food topic right here, I had, in Costco specifically, I had one of those Costco hot dogs the other day.
Yeah.
Bro,
Long glizzy.
it's very meaty, but let's be real here. I burped after eating one of those, and I swear to God, it was straight from Hell's Kitchen. like like I don't know what they put in that hot dog, but it cannot be good for the dentist. That's all I'm saying. Like
Yeah.
dentist is just like, oh, you've been fucking eating that fucking mashed up. I don't even know what type of meat you can put in there.
100% beef.
It's 100% beef,
Corn syrup.
It's a Polish dog too, right?
Kirkland signature beef.
but that's beef. I thought the whole time it would be pork, and it's a hot dog. I got so much confusion with the American food system right now.
It's 100% beef, but it tastes like 200% raccoon ankles.
I was gonna say more like oxtail, like mixed with that,
Oh,
but
okay.
that's raccoon ankle is like
I like it, though.
Spot fucking on,
I'll eat 5 of them.
bro. You can only order 5 at a time. You can either order 5 or 10 or a 50. I mean, like, and I saw this one dude. We're gonna have to drop the link in the description. He was meal prepping for the month, right? He had a big cardboard box.
I saw him.
And he fills the hot dogs, the Costco dogs, with the cheese
Cheese
fillings.
whiz.
And he writes on it, this is for the month of
3
March.
months, yeah.
It's a 3-month supply. And I'm like, he needs his prostate checked for sure. Like you need to go have a firm examination, my friend. I'm concerned about you.
Yeah, that guy's dung hole looks like the Grand Canyon for sure. Not even the Grand Canyon. It looks probably like a Vietnam booby trap.
The Viet Cong are just up there just like, come in here, you're gonna fall into this trap. Just gonna fall right into it. Yeah, no, the American food system, we gotta have one of our next podcasts, we should shoot like a food court or something, see how fast we get kicked out. If y'all want us to get kicked out of a food court, drop some likes and some follows so we can get some bread up so we can pay these bonds. Because I'm not gonna pay for this. I mean, I'm just gonna talk my way out of the option, maybe offer maybe a little half and half later on the side, if they want it.
We'll probably get kicked out right away.
Definitely. But that brings me to there's a lot of talk about like self-help too when it comes to like protein, like all like you're trying to
all
better
bull.
yourself and all this. Bro, everyone tries to self-help themselves. The internet has fucked us. Because I'll tell you why. Everyone thinks they can be their own genius when they're experts all over the world in so many different aspects of everything for a fucking reason. And so my perspective is all these self-help things and like trying to like do certain things like out of the goodness of your heart or like being able to like better yourself. Motherfucker, go get a tutor. Go get some sort of coach. Don't try to do this self-help shit on your own. All it's gonna do is cause more issues for me to have to pick up with and deal with later on the road.
It's cortisol maxing.
Bro, all these guys are changing their name from freaking from Mark to Marcus or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like Mark's low cortisol, Marcus is high cortisol, bro, when I hear that. And so I just gotta know where did this trend start? Like where do you think people started self-helping first?
I think one of the OG books, I forget the name, you guys can look it up, but it's like, do all these things. It's like Atomic Habits, something like that.
Oh, I've read that one, yeah.
Yeah. And some things are helpful, but at the end of the day, it's just too many things to think about.
Yeah, bro, I don't want to think about making my bed, brushing my teeth, taking out the trash, keeping an organized like schedule. Like all those things are for self-help. It's like, bro, You think the pioneers had any of that shit, bro? Just fucking go wing it. And like those dudes had the most eventful life ever. You want to be the person stuck in 9-to-5 traffic, eating your protein foam Starbucks, trying to get your macros in. Then you're gonna go hit the gym and hit 5 exercises, all just on the chest press machine at LA Fitness because you're a fucking meathead. And then you're gonna go home and take some melatonin, sleep through your alarm, lose your job. I mean, that's not good self-help to me.
I'm telling you, bro, dudes back in the 50s, where I grew up, they would hike the Himalayas, they'd do mail carrying, they'd do whatever venture they wanted to go through, and they have so many stories and experiences where they learned and grew up to be a good woman or man. Nowadays, motherfuckers are just performative, bro. They want to do meditation, make a little matcha, pack your bag, use a Dyson Swiffer on your ceiling.
Bunch of content creators, bro. Basically,
Yeah.
it couldn't be us.
Yeah.
Definitely couldn't be us, bro. Listen, all I know is if you go to self-help yourself by investing in some structure. I'm just saying, last thing I want to do is try to I had the worst experience the other day in traffic. This guy was definitely a self-help driver. You can do that now. You don't even have to get a license. You can just do self-help courses on YouTube and stuff like that. And essentially you're certified blue check mark. That just means you know how to drive. I ran into one of these fools. They did not know how to drive, bro. I was driving down this long street, right? There's like a million lights. And these fuckers were just going through the entire time. I was like, damn, bro, this is fucking Autobahn on here. So I was going after him, right? And they just kept on just randomly just stopping. Like, they were literally figuring out and like biohacking their car as they were driving on the road. I'm like, bro, that's the gas pedal that makes you go, and that's the brake that makes you stop. But these guys are trying to be trendy and figure it out on the go, and I'm sufficient and independent. And it just grinds my gears.
Yeah, dude. I
Bothers
mean,
me.
if you're reading a self-help book, bro, you obviously don't know what you're doing in life, right? You might as well do a blue-collar job or go join the military.
Let's go cannon fodder, baby. We need more cannon fodder. We need more. We need to bolster up our stuff. But what else you sipping on right there? Is that Jack Daniels?
No, this is the Diete Coque.
Diete Coque. I just had the Coca-Cola, but I mean, I think it's got not enough protein in it, so I had to add extra protein to it. Bro, that will do it. By the time you guys see this video, if there is protein soda that comes out,
There is.
you're kidding.
I'm serious. I've seen it in the grocery store. It's prebiotic protein soda.
Oh, now they're doing the biotics too. Oh
Yeah,
my god, that's gonna be.
Dude,
oh my
even
God.
Coca-Cola and Pepsi's doing prebiotic soda, like Poppy and,
Bro, do these people just not know how to shit? Why do you need to put prebiotics in your... Bro, that's going to be dangerous. People are going to be popping 5 or 6 Cokes like it's regular. they're gonna be over-biotic, bro. They literally biotic overdosed.
Yeah, I need to invest in the adult diaper company because these dudes are doing the Autobahn just
Hey, adult diapers are low-key fire-ass fashion upgrade, dude. Why would you make your life that much more difficult? Just go when you need to.
Also,
Also, it gives you that BBL.
that's exactly what I was gonna say. Why get a BBL? You just get an adult diaper, bro.
Bro, and the thing is too, it's probably more cushiony.
Yeah.
Right? Because isn't BBL all oil and basically like plastic?
Yeah, so those office workers, instead of getting those seat chair mats to make your seat more comfortable, just get an adult diaper.
You guys, we're doing pretty good on this channel. I think I've squared my pennies away. I might be able to get my own BBL. Next time we are doing a podcast here, you guys might notice I might be sitting up a little bit more when I'm sitting in my chair because I got more elevation that I'm bringing with me. Shout out Himalayans and the prostate, you know what I'm saying? In the same region. That's my shit, bro. So I think I'm gonna buy that for you for your birthday. I'm gonna buy
Thank you, bro.
a BBL update.
Thank you, bro.
BBL update. You know what? If y'all are real homies to your homies, get them a BBL update. You know exactly what I'm talking about. And we're not talking about the plastic one. We're talking about adult diapers. That should be one of our sponsors, bro.
Yeah, adult diapers.
Adult diapers. Shout out adult diapers. Shout out Brooks Obianco. I know you love my shout outs. Common ass last name right there. You fucking Italian. Keep getting your tuna from all these stores. Sorry guys, I'm talking to one of our top engagers on our post. But
Happy St. Patty's Day. Make sure you follow, like, subscribe, comment, interact with us. YouTube, TikTok, Spotify, Instagram. Oh yeah. Shout out Shimply.
shout out Shimply.